Welcome back, everybody. Back with you again for another historical matchup featuring Out of the Park Baseball 20. As you can see, we have a team drawn from the early ages of baseball this previous century, the 1914 Chicago White Sox. Sox only won 70 games in 14. Not a particularly successful team, but they did have some talent. Ray Schalk is a Hall of Famer. Buck Weaver might be well known. Some of these guys you might know from the later Black Sox scandal in 1919. Jack Fourier hit 311 that year. A lot of steals on this team, a lot of triples, but not a lot of star power. These are the days before Shoeless Joe Jackson. Eddie Cicotte, one of the main characters of the scandal that would come a few years later, is one of the aces on the team. Joe Benz lost 19 games. Jim Scott lost 18 games. So some talent on the Sox, but again, previous to Joe Jackson and Nellie Collins, this team, really wasn't that good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do against the team they were drawn against, which is the 2000 Texas Rangers. And the Rangers were 71 and 91 that year. That's the pre-A-Rod year. Johnny Oates being the manager. So they weren't an excellent team, but some star power here. Rafi Palmeiro hit 39 and drove in 120. You got Ivan Rodriguez, still 28 years old in his prime. Those are the two main stars of the team in the year. Royce Clayton, pretty decent season, although the average isn't very good. Pitching wise, Kenny Rogers, Rick Helling, and then some mix and match for the Rangers with John Wetland as the closer. So can't say the Rangers are particularly favored, but both teams with losing records. We'll see what actually happens when they take the field. We'll have the Rangers having the home field advantage, as Kenny Rogers will face Eddie Cicotte in Game 1 out in Arlington. Best of 7. And it should be exciting. Again, it's always interesting when we got two teams from different eras. So let's see what happens between the Rangers and the White Sox. So we'll head out here for the opener from beautiful Arlington, Texas, with Kenny Rogers facing Eddie Cicotte, top of the first, with Pink Pody on first base and Jack Fournier at the plate facing Rogers. This is a line shot to left. That'll get all the way to the wall. Pody is going to round third and hold up. So the White Sox here in the first inning. Runners on second and third with Shane Collins up there. And Collins will line this one deep to center. This is a shot. Ball out there is mishandled, it looks like, a little bit by the center fielder, and that now is going to score some runs for the White Sox. The Sox get 2 as Ruben Mateo allowed the double, but it didn't seem like he had a handle on that one. Might have been able to make that play regardless. 2-0 White Sox. They'll take the Fournier double. Moving to the second now with Pink Pody back up there and 2 outs, 2 on. Rogers delivers, and Pody hits this one to second. Over the second baseman's head. This will be a single. Another run's going to score, so the White Sox here coming out smoking as they go up 3-0 at that particular spot. They actually take an 8-2 lead here all the way to the 9th inning. We got Ed Walsh in the game with a man on. This one's hit right back to the mound. The play is made, and the White Sox with the comfortable Game 1 lead win here in Arlington. They win it 8-2. 2 Texas errors didn't help the cause, but it was also Kenny Rogers who didn't have very good stuff today, and Eddie Cicotte who did. Cicotte went into the 9th, actually 8 2/3, struck out 4, walked only 1, allowed 2 earned runs. Shane Collins was 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. Pink Pody, a good game, 2 runs, 2 ribbies. So The Sox waste no time here jumping up on the Rangers and winning game 1. They now go up in the series 1-0, and Texas, a little bit on their heels now, will send Rick Helling to the mound to face Joe Benz in game 2, and we'll see how the second effort in the series transpires. So back out live to Arlington for game 2. Again, top of the first, the White Sox have come out ready to rumble as they got runners on the corners against Helling with only one out, and Shane O'Collins back up there. And Collins will lift this one to right. Ball carrying it is caught out there by Kapler, but a run's going to score. And the White Sox again go up early here, 1-0. We'll move to the bottom of the second with Rusty Greer up there and Palmeiro on second. And this is shot to the left the other way, so Palmeiro is going to come around the score and tie this game on the Greer double. So Texas comes right back and ties this ball game. And now Greer's moved to third with 2 outs and Royce Clayton out up there. Joe Benz will try to preserve the tie, but Clayton's going to come through with a 2-out hit. A single to left. This will score a run, and it's 2-1 now, Texas. And we'll move to the fourth as the Rangers again with Ruben Mateo up there look to extend the lead against Benz. 2 men on. Mateo hits this one past the third baseman. This one will get down. Runners will hold. We got the bases juiced here for Royce Clayton against Benz. A big spot here in game 2. Full count now to Clayton. He hits it the other way. Play is made by the second baseman, and the throw to first is not in time. Clayton hustling out of the box. He beats the double play. Palmeiro scores, and that'll add a run here, and a 3-1 lead for the Rangers. White Sox now get their chance in the top of the 5th. We got Glenna Blackburn up there against Helling. Blackburn will hit it back to the mound. Helling throws to second, but the play cannot be made. Maybe a rash decision there by Helling. He didn't take the sure out. Threw the second, and the throw was not true, so now there's runners on first and second with nobody out. The big inning on the table possibly here for the Sox. Pody at the plate. A strikeout there by Helling as he reestablishes himself in the inning with a big strikeout there. And Bernier now up there with 2 on. Bernier goes the other way, but play is made nicely at third. Very nice pickup by Sheldon. No relay on the play, but he saved the run there with the play. Still, the Sox have loaded the bases here with 2 out. Helling really battling in this inning to try to preserve this lead, but he has done so far. And Ray Demmett now in a big spot. It's this one, 2 left, and the ball will drop. The ball drops. 2 Sox are going to score. And Ray Demmett with 2 outs comes through. All the questionable plays catch up to the Rangers, and the Sox have come back to tie this game at 3. Here's Ray Schalk now. Same inning. Schalk lines a grounder too short, but that's going to be an infield hit. Clayton made a nice play, but had no play. Bases loaded for Buck Weaver. Weaver hits it in front of the mound. Helling has a play. He makes it. Nice play there by the pitcher to preserve the tie with the bases loaded. Sox get 2. We're tied at 3 now. Bottom of the 5th. Gabe Kapler at the plate with 1 on. Kapler goes deep to right. That's just fair by Kapler. Kapler showing power to all fields here as he goes the other way to right. And the Rangers now coming right back. They got men on second and third. Nobody out for Palmeiro. The infield will come in. Big lefty slugger slugs this one to center for a base hit. This will score 1. Rafi Palmeiro with an RBI single here in the 5th. The Rangers back on top. 5-3 now. We'll move to the top of the 7th. Collins at the dish. Collins takes ball 4. So 2 men on here, and Jeff Zimmerman has come into the game to face Ray Demmett again, who came through last time. Let's see what he has in store here with 1 out. Demmett can't come through this time. Zimmerman showing some heat here as he gets Demmett on the strikeout. So Ray Schalk now will have to come through with 2 outs. Zimmerman can't get that call, and he walks him. So the White Sox again threatening. Here's Buck Weaver with 2 out and the bases loaded. Zimmerman comes through, strike 3. Fans on their feet here at Texas. Zimmerman comes through as we hit the stretch. It is 5-3 Rangers. We'll move to the 8th now. Tim Crabtree in the game for the Rangers. This one's hit to the hole and right. Brennan with a single with 1 out. Crabtree facing Blackburn now, representing the tying run. Blackburn will go to right. This will get through. White Sox threatening again. As Brennan will make it all the way to third. We got runners on the corners. Pink Bodie up there. Bodie pops it up, however. This will be playable. Play is made there by Catalanato. So 2 outs. Jack Vernier now with the chance. Can Crabtree get out of it? Shot is to left, but right at the left fielder. Curtis makes the catch. The Rangers get out of the threat again. And we move now to the top of the 9th with John Wetland on there to try to close the door. Ray Demmett up there with a 1 out. Nobody on. Wetland delivers, but Demmett comes through with an extra base hit. This will be good for 2. Demmett with a double. And Ray Schalk now representing the tying run at the plate against Wetland. Ball 4. So Schalk is on first. 1 out. Buck Weaver at the plate. 5-3 ball game. Mike Knopfro is the new pitcher as they make the sub here, and it works. Johnny Oates rolling the dice, pulling his closer, bringing in Knopfro, and he gets the man on the strikeout. Lefty versus lefty worked, and now Jonathan Johnson coming in to try to end the game against Brago Roth. Let's see if the strategy works. It does. Strike 3. Modern baseball works here as the subs and the matchups and the splits work for the Rangers. They used 3 pitchers here in the 9th. They won it 5-3 to even the series. Rafi Palmeiro was 4 for 4 with an RBI. We had Rick Helling pitching pretty good in his 5 innings, even if it was a short outing. And Royce Clayton went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in this one. The Sox with a number of opportunities all the way to the end, but just couldn't do it with runners in scoring position. But not a catastrophe for the Sox as they split the first 2 games in Texas. And series moves now to brand new Comiskey Park as Darren Oliver for the Rangers will face Reb Russell as it's all square, 1-1 as we head to Game 3. So we move to the south side of Chicago for action in Game 3. It is Brago Roth up here in the bottom of the 2nd against Darren Oliver in the big spot with 2 on and only 1 out. And Roth will lift this one deep to center, but there's a man there. Catch is made by Mateo. So we'll move along here in a good pitching matchup. We move to the 5th as Reb Russell's pitching well and a man on facing Scott Sheldon here. And Sheldon will get a shot into this one. This will drop to center. Could be the first run of the game. Cutoff man cuts it off, and the run scores. It is the Rangers getting the first run here, 1-0. We'll move to the bottom of the fifth with King Bodie facing Darren Oliver, who's pitched outstanding today. Only a one-hitter. Put 2 out now with a man on third and a 1-0 lead. And this is hit to second, picked up there, and the play is made by Catalanato, and the Rangers are holding on here to this 1-0 lead. Looking to add to it here in the sixth with Rafi Palmeiro up there and 2 on. Palmeiro to second, play over at that base, relay to first, double play. Kepler moves to third with 2 outs there, and eventually the inning would be over as the Sox couldn't add to their lead, and now bottom of the sixth with Fernier up there. Sox down 1. Fernier back to the mound. Throw to first is late as Fernier gets an infield single here to lead off the 6th inning. And Shane O'Collins with the chance against Oliver. This is lined to center, a base hit. Runner moving to third, throw to third, they got him. Throw right on the money as they get the lead man. Fernier took a shot, and Ruben Mateo nailed it at third with the pinpoint throw. The Rangers holding on to this 1-0 lead. 1 out now, bottom of the 6th for Demet with Collins on second. Demet lines to center. Here comes Mateo. He's got it. Ray Schalk now up there. Oliver delivers. Schalk checks his swing and gets a walk on a 3-1 pitch. And Buck Weaver now has a chance. Weaver lifts it to left, but here comes the man to catch it. Greer is there. Still 1-0 Rangers. Moving to the bottom of the 7th. Lena Blackburn up there, the home team yet to get anything going in this game. And that's a strikeout. Zimmerman coming on here in relief. Getting the job done. We move to the 8th. Gabe Kapler at the plate against Reb Russell, who's still in the game. Kapler lines this one back up the middle over the bag for a single. 2-out hit for Kapler. But we'll move to the bottom of the 8th. Tim Crabtree in there facing Pink Bodie. Bodie now leading off the inning. Bodie hits it to second. Play is made there. Catalanato with a nice play. 2 outs. Shane O'Collins up there. Collins hits it back to the mound. Crabtree makes the play. The Rangers bullpen continues to shine as we move to the 9th now. 1-0 Rangers. Here's Palmeiro with nobody out. Rafael lined this one to center for a hit. So Palmeiro leads off the 9th with a single. Melly Wolfgang is in there, facing Rusty Greer. And Greer lines this one into the gap. This will go all the way to the wall. Greer into second with a double. 2-out double for Greer. But we'll move now to the bottom of the 9th as John Wetland is trying to preserve this thin 1-0 lead. The Rangers have done it all game. Ray Demet up there to lead off the 9th. Wetland did it in game 2. Let's see if he can do it again today. He gets him. Wetland continues his filthy stuff. He gets Demet here on a 3-2 pitch. Ray Schalk coming up now. This is driven to center, but coming on in is Mateo. He's got it. 2 outs. Buck Weaver, the last hope for the home team. And Weaver lines a shot to right. There's a single, so Weaver keeps the game going with a base hit. And Brago Roth up there representing the winning run with 2 outs here in the 9th. Runner going, grounder too short, gets through. Runner moving to 3rd. The Sox here with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Wetland in some trouble. Jim Bredin now in a huge spot. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The count 1-2. Here's the delivery. Strike 3, they got him. Wetland comes through again. Strikes out Bredin to end the game, and the Sox lose it here in the 9th with a tying run on 3rd. Texas wins it 1-0. What a pitching performance by the Rangers as a team. Darren Oliver went into the 7th with a shutout, and the bullpen took it from there. John Wetland with his 2nd save of the series. Reb Russell pitched very well for the Sox, but it didn't matter. It was the Texas Rangers who win at Comiskey Park in a nail-biter of a game. 1-0, and now they lead the series 2-1. Doug Davis will face Jim Scott in game number 4. But wow, has it been a tight series so far. You can see here that after the White Sox won the opener, Texas bounced back for 2 wins, and now they try to take a clear advantage in the series if they can win this one, while the Sox look to even things up. So let's see if the White Sox have better luck here in game number 4. The Rangers, however, have come out here in the top of the 1st with a threat. Rafi Palmeiro facing Jim Scott in 2 on. Palmeiro hits it to 2nd. The Sox turn the double play. Weaver fires the Fernier to wrap it up, and the Sox get out of that threat and now have a threat of their own in the bottom of the 1st. Ray Demmett up there with 2 on. Demmett takes ball 4, and with 2 outs, the Sox have the bases loaded. It seems like all series long the White Sox have had runners on base, just have not been able really to cash them in. Let's see if Schalk can do it here. Schalk lines a single to center. Just as I say it, White Sox are going to score 2 here. RBI single by Schalk. It's 2-0 White Sox. We'll move to the 3rd. Ivan Rodriguez up with 1 out. Rodriguez lines a shot over the left fielder's head. This will get to the wall. So Pudge Rodriguez with a 1-out double. That'll bring up Palmeiro. Palmeiro, however, strikes out. He's the 2nd out of the inning. Jim Scott pitching very well. The Rangers do get 1 run across, and Rusty Greer up there now with 2 down. Greer will go the other way here to the left. It'll drop, and just like that, the Rangers jump right back into this game and tie it up at 2. We'll move to the 4th with Royce Clayton up there, nobody out. Clayton shoots it into right center. This will go to the wall. The shortstop rounding first, in the 2nd with the leadoff double. Here's Catalanato with 2 outs and a runner on 2nd. Catalanato lines a single over Weaver's head. That'll get a run in. Throw of the plate is way late, and the Rangers take the lead here. They are right back on their feet after falling behind in this game. They now lead it 3-2, out hitting Chicago 8-2. Here's Gabe Kapler with a chance to add. Kapler will hit this one up the middle. There's another hit, another run for the Rangers. It's now 4-2. Texas having their way here. We'll move to the 6th as Doug Davis facing Shane O'Collins to lead off the 6th inning. Collins will line a single to center. It's only the 4th White Sox hit. Great Emmett up there. Emmett grounds it to second. Quick play at second. Relay to first. Double play. Rangers turn 2. That threat is dead. But the Sox right back at it here as Schauf gets on the base paths. And Buck Weaver with 2 outs is at the dish. Runner going. Weaver lines it to center. Schauf go ahead to third. And runners on the corners here for the Sox. Rago Roth up there with 2 outs. But Roth can't get it done. Davis strikes him out. The Sox leave runners stranded once again. And it is 4-2 as we move to the bottom of the 8th. Zimmerman now in pitch for the Rangers, whose bullpen has been outstanding. This one hit back to Zimmerman, but he boots it. Zimmerman with an error. Sox get a runner on with 1 out, and here's Devitt. Liner to right will drop. Sox at it again, 1st and 2nd with only 1 out in this 2-run game. Ray Schauf at the plate now. The catcher with a chance to break through for the White Sox. They've had trouble creating a big innings. And there you have it again. Zimmerman with a heater. His 2nd strikeout. Schauf can do nothing with it. We'll move now to the next batter, Buck Weaver with 2 out and 2 on. Weaver, however, hits it to left. This will get down. Runner coming in to score. Here comes the throw late. And the Sox do break through here in the 8th with an RBI single by Buck Weaver. It's now 4-3. And Brago Roth in a huge spot. Can he tie the game or better? Ground ball, liner to left, dropping in. The White Sox have tied the game. Brago Roth with a 2-out RBI single. We're all even, folks. And now Tom Daly with a chance to put the Sox up. Zimmerman cannot hold the sleeve. And the run does indeed cross the plate. And now the White Sox, after their rally, have a chance here to even this series as Luis Alicea comes up to face Melly Wolfgang. And the Rangers try to pick themselves up again. And they get off to a good start as Alicea gets a leadoff walk. Chad Curtis at the plate. Curtis will hit this one right up the middle, but that's going to be easy. Weaver pulls it down. Here's Catalano. He hits it to second. This might be 2. Relay to first. And the Catalano beat the throw, so the game will continue. Gabe Kapler the last chance against Wolfgang. And Kapler will hit it to center, but this is hit right at the center field of Bodie. The Sox win this one 5-4. They rallied for 3 in the 8th. Proven their resiliency, proven they ain't far from done in this series. 2 Texas errors did not help the cause. Their bullpen finally gave in here after 2 good games. They couldn't hold the lead in this one. Catalano with an RBI went 3 for 4. Royce Clayton 2 for 3 with a run scored and a double. Doug Davis pitched okay, but it was the bullpen that let him down, and Wolfgang got the save, Faber the win, and we are all even in this series, 2 games apiece, as we head to the last game here in Chicago to see who will head to Texas with the series lead. Kenny Rogers and Eddie Cicotte will tangle again as they did in Game 1. Everything's still on the line here. We start where we were before Game 1, all even. But this time it's 2 games to 2 each, and the crucial Game 5 up ahead. So let's see who gets the edge in the series. Top of the first, Rafi Palmeiro up there with 2 men on. And Palmeiro watches ball 4, so Texas have the bases loaded here in the top of the first inning against Sakote. Rusty Greer up there, only 1 out. Infield back. Greer's going to line this one to left. Coming in hard's the left fielder. Runner tagging. Here comes the throw. Kapler is safe at the plate. Texas takes the lead here 1-0. Bottom of the first. Jack Fernier up there against Kenny Rogers. Runner on third. This is hit to right. Runner will tag. Here comes the throw, and a sacrifice fly now by Chicago, just like Texas did. And we are even at 1. Moving to the bottom of the second. Buck Weaver at the plate. He'll hit this one to short. Play is made there. Turn over the first. Double play. Demet moves to third. He won't get in. We'll move to the third inning. Sakote facing Rodriguez in a tie game. Rodriguez will hit this one down the line in left. It's going to be extra bases for the catcher. He gets a leadoff double here in the third. Runners on the corners, only 1 out for Ruben Mateo. Mateo hit this one to left. Play is made out there. The runner will not tag. Bodie gets the ball back in. We'll move to the 6th. Game all even. Each team with a even line score here at 1-4-1. Mateo up to lead off the 6th. Mateo hits it into the hole for a leadoff single, and he's got good speed. So the Rangers looking to take advantage. Royce Clayton coming up. Clayton hits it to right. This ball will drop. And running all the way to third is Mateo. Shane Collins lost his footing there in right, it seems like. And now the Rangers with a big chance here with runners on the corners. Sheldon at the plate. Sheldon hits it deep to right, way back there. Nice play by Collins. Leaving his feet to make the catch, but the runner will score and tag. Mateo comes home. It's 2-1 Rangers. Hey, Rogers still dealing here as King Bodie is up there for the Sox. And Bodie will single hard with a liner to center to lead off the 6th inning. Fernier up there. The lefty first baseman lines it to first. Play is made there. Relay back is not in time. Palmeiro got the will play attempt going there, but Fernier beat it. 1 out here for Collins. Fans making some noise here at Comiskey Park, hoping Shane Collins can come through. He cannot. Kenny Rogers gets him there with the strikeout. 2 outs now for Demet. And Demet takes ball 4. So Kenny Rogers may be tiring just a bit. Ray Schalk up there with 2 outs in a big spot. Schalk hit it into the hole. That'll get through. Runner will hold at third, so we got the bases loaded. 2 outs here. Weaver at the plate. Rogers is going to stay in the game. A big spot here in Game 5. Let's see if Weaver can come through. He lines 1 to center field. It's through. 1 run in. Here comes another man going to score. Safe. Buck Weaver with the clutch 2-run single. It is Chicago now taking the lead 3-2. They've come back just like they did in Game 4. Let's see if Frogo Roth can add to the lead. He hits it to left. The ball will drop. Throw to the plate's going to be late. Chicago continues to beat up on Kenny Rogers. It is 5-2 now as we move to the bottom of the 8th. Ray Schalk up there. Schalk will hit it on a liner to right. That's going to be a one-out hit for the catcher, who's had a very nice series. Roth up there with a man on. Roth will single to center. 2 outs. 3-run game. Sox push one across. 6-2. We'll move to the top of the ninth with Bill Lathrop up on the mounds and Gabe Kapler at the dish. Lathrop delivers. Kapler hits it too short. Play is made there. Relay to first is easy. Easy double play for the White Sox. Comeback victory here. They win it 6-2 at Comiskey. They responded very nicely in this series. They lead now 3-2. Schalk went 4 for 4. Cicotte got the win. Pudge went 4 for 4 for the losing team. And Kenny Rogers got the loss. He's now 0-2 in this series. And moving down to Texas, the 14 White Sox have a chance now to wrap up this series or win it. And Texas, hoping to stay alive, it's going to be Joe Benz against Rick Helling in Game 6 of this exciting series. Let's see if the Rangers can force a Game 7. Back in Arlington, we have a White Sox rally here in the first with a man on first base and Bodie up there. Bodie will line this one to right. Will drop. Runner moving the third. Sox love to be aggressive on those bases, and Kapler throws late. Here's Jack Fernier. Fernier with the base hit up the middle. The Sox will take the lead here in Game 6. They've come out smoking here in the first inning against the Rangers, and they end up getting 2 in the first inning. Texas hoping to respond here with man on first and Gabe Kapler facing Joe Benz. This is hit to right. This will move a man to third. It looks like the throw is late. Catalanato gets there, and with nobody out, here come the Rangers and Ivan Rodriguez at the plate. Rodriguez hits it into the hole, but the shortstop makes the double play. A run will cross the plate. 2-1 is our score. Bottom of the second with Ruben Mateo at the plate and 1 out. Mateo hits it in the hole. So the Rangers getting their fans excited. This is a 2-1 game with Royce Clayton at the dish. Clayton hits it to third. Plays made at first. Runners advance. Got Sheldon now facing Joe Benz. This is hit to third. Gets through. A base hit. This will score 2. Sheldon with the 2 RBI single. Texas bounces back into the lead. It is 3-2 Rangers. Huge hit by Sheldon. We'll move to the fourth with Rick Helling facing Ray Demet. 2 outs. Demet will line this one deep to center. It's over Mateo's head. This will get down. A triple it looks like here for Demet. Yes, sir. A 2-out triple. And Ray Schalk at the dish. He's been a handful for the Rangers. And he hits it to third and comes through yet again. Ray Schalk. If you had any questions why he's in the Hall of Fame, he's proven it. He ties this game at 3. We'll move now to the bottom of the fourth with Texas threatening here. Gabe Kapler at the plate with 2 outs. Kapler will hit this one to center. Going all the way out there to make a nice play is Bodie. Rangers can't get a run across. We'll move to the fifth. Lena Blackburn up there against Helling. Ball 4. Helling with the walk. Big Bodie up there in a nice spot. But he looks at strike 3 on maybe a questionable call, a change up right at the knees. 2 outs now. Jack Fernier has a chance to be a hero, but he can't catch up to the pitch. He's out. Sox leave 2 base runners. Our game remains tied at 3. Ivan Rodriguez at the plate. Rodriguez will line this one deep to right center. It gets down. What a series he's having. He's going for 3. Rodriguez with a leadoff triple here in the 5th. Just what the Rangers needed. Chad Curtis now with the infield in at the plate. Rodriguez off of third. This will be lifted deep and into the gap. This will give Texas the lead. Another triple. Curtis moving in the third. Back-to-back triples for the Rangers. It is 4-3 Texas. We'll move to the 6th. Shane O'Collins up against Rick Helling. Collins goes to first. The play is made there late. An infield hit as Palmeiro couldn't get it done there. And Collins now on first with nobody out for Ray Demmett, who's had a nice series here for the Sox. And he comes through again with a single. Runner moving to third. So men on the corners, nobody out. Ray Schalk at the dish. He takes ball 4. Now the Sox have loaded the bases. Critical times here for the Rangers. Jonathan Johnson's in the game. The infield is in. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And this is lined and will drop. Another hit. Game tied. Buck Weaver ties this game with an RBI single, and the Sox aren't done yet. Here comes Brago Roth.
Program, Nuggets, program.
And Brago Roth deep to right center on the run. Great play out there. Mateo with the diving catch to save extra runs. The tag will be made, and the Sox will take the lead, but what an outstanding play by Mateo for the first out. But the White Sox aren't done yet. Here's Jim Bredin. Bredin with the liner. Mateo again makes a nice play in center field. We'll move now to the Rangers' turn here in the 6th with Scott Sheldon up there. It's now a 5-4 lead for the visitors. Sheldon hits it to third, and the play cannot be made over there. Roth botches it, so Sheldon has a chance here. Catalanato comes to the plate. Ed Walsh now pitching. There's a strikeout. Walsh gets his man looking, and Kapler comes to the plate with 2 outs. Walsh delivering again. This is hit to center. It'll drop. So Kapler comes through. We got runners on first and third. Ivan Rodriguez facing Walsh. Rodriguez, however, pops it up. This will be playable by Fernier, who makes a great play, reaching into the stands to get the third out of the inning. Wonderful play by Fernier. 5-4 Chicago. We're in the 7th with Shane O'Collins up there and 1 out. Collins will line a single to center. First and second as the White Sox try to increase their lead. Ray Demmett up there. He lines a shot to center. This will be caught as the second baseman gets out there. Catalanato with the nice play. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Ray Schalk at the dish. Line shot to right. This will get down. It'll score 2. Ray Schalk continues his outstanding series. A big 2-run double to increase the lead here for the White Sox, who are looking to end this series. Francisco Cordero comes in here. It's the 8th inning with Blackburn up and 2 outs. Blackburn will hit this one to short. No play can be made there, however. It's an infield hit. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Catalanano facing Ed Walsh. Walsh has done well here in relief. This is lined, however, to right for a single. Did Kapler coming into play with 2 down? Kapler will hit this one for another hit to right. And Catalanano tried to make it to third, and Collins nailed him. Shane O'Collins with a wonderful throw from right. A gamble that maybe wasn't worth taking there, but Catalanano took it, and he paid the price. That'll end the threat for the Rangers here in the 8th. We'll move to the 9th. Wonderful play by Sox defense and Collins. This one's hit to second. It's an infield hit here for Collins. And Rusty Greer now up there. We move to the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Melly Wolfgang up, a man on third. Last chance for the Rangers. Greer hits a single to left. This will get a run home. So Texas still kicking. 7-5. Tying runs at the plate. Ruben Mateo. 2 outs. Let's see if Wolfgang can end it. Ground ball to third. Gets through. So the Rangers have the tying runs at the dish. On the base pads, I should say, at the dish is the winning run. If somehow Luis Alicea can come through here, let's see if he can. High drama in Texas. And it's strike 3. Wolfgang got him. Alicea cannot come through. The Sox celebrate here in Texas. They win the series, taking 3 games in a row and ending it in 6. This particular game, Shane O'Collins was 3 for 4 with the ribby. Ray Shaw continued his outstanding play with 3 RBIs, 14 hits for the White Sox. Texas had 15 in the loss, but it was the White Sox who split the first 2 games and fell behind, but won games 4, 5, and 6 to take the series. Some outstanding hitting by the White Sox. You can see Ray Shaw had 11 hits in the series. He hit .550, ended up being the series MVP. Shane O'Collins with 4 RBIs, hit .348. We had some nice pitching. Eddie Cicotte went 2-0 with the .240 ERA, struck out 11 for the losing Rangers. You can see Gabe Kapler had an outstanding series with 13 hits, even if he didn't do much damage with any long balls or any RBIs. And Rusty Greer had 4 RBIs. Speaking of the long balls, neither team hit one. I think this is our first series that we did not see a single long ball, a rarity indeed. But it happened, and both teams hit well, but just not for extra base hits. Or really big innings now that you look at it. There weren't too many of them. The Rangers pitching, okay, but their bullpen at times did struggle. Jeff Zimmerman especially let a big lead go, but if the game did get to John Wetland, he did good. He had 2 saves in both of the Rangers wins, but wasn't nearly enough. It is the White Sox of 1914 that wrapped it up, beating the 2000 Texas Rangers 4-2. Congrats to the White Sox, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Another entertaining matchup here on Out of the Park Baseball 20 from baseball history. Hope you're enjoying all the matchups we're doing, and more to come. But in this particular one, it's the White Sox who take it 4-2, defeating Texas. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.